Subject to change. Alright, let's hit the rank scene up and see how we do. Alright, the tea is hot. My mind is ready.
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
DeadSec Nero. Cool name. Edgy. One of the girls, good. Oh wow, triple legendary start. And Sheldon, brutal. Mahakam Defender. I guess Skellige does run every now and then some weather effects. So it might be worth keeping. Kiron to lock Morkvarg is never a bad thing. I really kind of like this hand. The only question we'll pull is the Dolbloth on a Trapper, especially on round 1. Not much synergy there, especially with Igni in hand. I don't want to bomb anything under Igni range, so let's get rid of that. Marksman's good. We'll keep it. The classic. El Clasico. Alright, well let's start out with something mild. Mild.
Wanna flip my axe?
For blood!
Well, that's a card that needs to die. Now I wish I had the Dolbloth on a Trapper. Maybe I just lock it and bring it to the front row. But if it's Crack on Crate, I want to lock the Morkvarg instead, right? This hurts, but we'll do it.
Awaits us all.
Tells me I should have played the girls first.
Our shields are our ramparts!
That's probably the best line of play for him. No, just kidding. He killed the Resilient unit. Of course he did. Of course he killed the Resilient unit. Now, the question here is, can I take it back? Ooh, almost spilled the tea. Can I take it back? The answer is yes. It's just how expensive is it? For example, if I Zoltan Chevet right now, and I hit my... Actually, I wouldn't Zoltan Chevet. I would Sheldon Skaggs this. It's going to give him +1. I take... This is the 10. These are +2. Actually, I would play this. Deal 2 damage. But where do I hit? I will have Igni eventually. Well, if I'm going to receive value out of Sheldon, this is the time. No, I don't want to do it here. I want to Zoltan Chevet first. Actually, let's do this. Hit the bear ones. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, and sorry for the long delay in my plays here, is that I can Zoltan Chevet, pull all 3 of these units. I'm going to get +2, +4, +6, just from the Zoltan Chevet, and an additional 2, 4, 6. So effectively it's going to be +4 on each of these. So 4 +4 times 3, that's 12 points, +8 is a 20-point swing, so I get right back into it with 1 card. And that's never a bad thing. And I line these all up for the Sheldon Skaggs, which is another huge turn. So I go back-to-back big turns here. And I don't have a problem with that.
Double chase!
So back-to-back big turns here. I take it with 1 card. It's kind of important to win against Skellige, and getting the Queen, the Shield Maidens out early is never a bad thing. Also, if my opponent passes right now, I can lock the Morkvarg with Kiron. It doesn't take the round, but it's still pretty good. I can take it with Igni. Igni that row, that row.
Great deal of
Sure. It's not bad. It's a good card. My question here, Sheldon, is 2, 4, 6 plus 8. Excuse me, 11. That's a 17-point swing, puts me to 35. 34 after the bear hit. It's going to be 33, basically, after the Turish Axeman. Because he outgained +1. Maybe I should have locked this immediately. 8 points of value. It's only going to continue and get worse as the game goes on. Either way, I think Sheldon might be the play here, but if I hit Kieran on this row, it might force him to... Let's do this. Let's do this. I don't have a problem with that. Locks the Morkvarg. Needs to have the Donar here to unlock it, otherwise Morkvarg is dead. My opponent might not think I'll be able to take it back with one card. Like, that's some serious... Oop. Nice. I have the Igni still. So I'm not too worried about it all. Don't get me wrong, it's still a little bit worrisome. That's 30 points. I'm going to pull 2, 4, 6... plus 4. 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, 18 points, 35. 35 points in one card. Not bad. It puts me up to 35 points with one card. That's not bad at all. I could play this into Truvial, which is a 18-point play. Puts me up again to 35. You know, I'm going to hit the Sheldon here, just to buff everything back up in case... Just in case my opponent has another Stammelfort Tremors, these live. Kind of important that those live. Wow, committing a lot here. This is now a 26-point Igni. That'll take it back. I think I want to Clear Skies here. Clear Skies does nothing. It's kind of a slow card in this deck. Stops 4 points, 4 points. If I Igni here, does my opponent have a chance to catch up? 26 points. I'm effectively behind by 22. It deals 4 points of damage, so we'll be tied. So Clear Skies here is actually really important. And I can still Igni here for the round win. It doesn't look like Morkvarg's coming back either. It's always a nice sign. What card was this? I'd like to know what card he played. Give me a sign, you know, like give it over here. This is what your opponent has played. Oh. Hello. How do you kill this now? How do you kill that? Do you have to zap it with thunder? Because your shield maidens are done. You don't have bears. You have... what? Thunder. Thunder's the only card, right? Am I crazy? Would you play double... like, you have 2 more tremors? That could be a thing. I mean... Let's just buff it and see what happens. This is now a 28-point swing. Oh, he wants the renew on Hjalmar. Duh. That's why you did it. 28-point swing. That puts me at 50... 50... Wow. Does that tie us? No, that doesn't tie us. Yes, it does. How disappointing. Alright, well... I guess we're all in. He doesn't have a Morkvarg? This will be really interesting, won't it? Won't it? Oh, this will be fascinating. I'm going to keep the Ard. It's an 8-point card. I think I'm going to get rid of the Melina here. Elias, interesting pull. I probably start with Elias, because I don't think I want to kill any one of my allies. So we'll start with Elias and try and bait out any weather effects onto this row. There's a bear. Alright, that's guaranteed value with the Ard. I'm going to play the Bruver Hoog here. Bruver is going to go into the ranged row here. And the idea is I'm going to pull Elias out of this at the last second. And Cheruviel's the pick here, obviously. Because I can use the Dwarven Mercenary to pull Duracell. Alright, going to play the Ard here, and going to play it in the back row.
Any last words?
Hit for 2 damage. It's not much, but it's something. This is a brace for Skellige Storm, by the way.
Her who is virgin,
Mother and Crone. Also, if my opponent is running Skellige Storm, which I believe that they are, I wholeheartedly believe that they are running Skellige Storm, I play this at the very end, and we are all in. We're done. We're done. Can you beat me? That doesn't do any damage.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
I win. That's what we play around Skellige Storm for. Hell yes. Blooded Dwan. There we go. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. No GG. He's pissed. He's pissed that ambush units are BS. Go check the Reddit, boys. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that one was well played. I like that one. That was... Yeah, still no GG. Wow. They are salty about